I got the news in the background, you know, the most positive, uplifting show you can ever watch. But we are going to a tasting dinner tonight. The restaurant group that I work for, they have multiple venues, and this is kind of like an intimate dinner. The chef curates kind of like a themed menu. So this one tonight is for Shanghai. So there's gonna be like soup dumplings, duck, different things like that. So I'm very excited. Thought I could do a little outfit of the night to show you what I'm wearing and continue on with this what I eat in a day vlog. Now, all right, angle, we're working on it. This top is from Express. I absolutely love it. I wish I got it in more colors. My pants are from Abercrombie. These are the viral trousers. They are so good. Austin got me this beautiful Gucci purse for my birthday. And then my shoes, actually I don't know where these shoes are from. Oh, they're from Zara. So this is what I'm wearing tonight. I have this type of jewelry on. I did go to the beach today and I got super burnt. Wasn't expecting to get that burnt. I was only there for an hour and 20 minutes and that was the damage that was done. But yes, we've got to go and I'm gonna do some iPhone clips when I get there. I'm not gonna bring the camera because this purse does not fit anything. I'm trying so hard to be intentional about my protein intake. So this is a bagel with scrambled eggs and cottage cheese on it. Trust me, the cottage cheese tastes like regatta. It is ricotta. It is 100% worth putting it in. I'm having it with my vitamin because I've been trying to be better about this. I bought these literally at the end of like last year, okay? They need to be eaten. And then of course, an espresso. I'm having lunch now, so I made a big salad. I told myself I need to get back on eating salads because first of all, they're so good for you. They're so nutrient dense, but also like I just don't eat salads that much anymore. And I think it's good to have one at least every other day. It doesn't have to be a huge part of your meal, but you need some greens, especially if you're not getting them in another form. So in this salad, I have romaine lettuce, I have cucumber, tomato, carrots, pepperoncinis. I've been obsessed with pepperoncinis. And then I made meatballs last night. This is what I'm gonna eat right now. Figured I wanted to, you know, incorporate all of the meals that I'm eating today so you guys can have a full what I eat in a day, get some meal inspiration, because I know it could be super challenging sometimes to come up with new things to eat. And if you're wondering, I actually cook my meatballs in the air fryer. It's super easy. I could leave a simple recipe down below. I mean, you could follow any of them. You just need some eggs and breadcrumbs, and trust me, like, you could skip the eggs and breadcrumbs, but it's so much better with it. Like, do yourself a favor and enjoy your meals. I'm so tired of eating food that, like, I feel like I have to house down just to, like, check it off a list or just to get that certain type of food in or the certain amount of protein, but, like, I want to actually enjoy everything I consume. They say, like, you think about food so often throughout the day, or at least I do, and so it might as well be good thoughts, and you might as well eat a meal, be satisfied with it, and not have to be like, oh, all right, what am I gonna eat next, because now that didn't do it for me. Can I have a McDouble with no mustard or ketchup? A McDouble with no mustard or ketchup? Correct. And then can I have another McDouble with everything on it? Can I have a medium fry? And then can I also have one small McFlurry, please? Okay, thank you. Sometimes you just need a McFlurry. I am so excited. I have been thinking about Clean Simple Eats, their new green flavors. Throughout my entire walk, I was actually listening to the Skinny Confidential, Lauren Bosnick, the Him and Her podcast. And I don't listen to that podcast very often, but I know it's a good one. Right now I'm loving Peyton Sarton. I love Note to Self by Peyton Sarton. I love Anna Grace, AG University. I also love Anastasia, what's her name? Let's see. Anastasia, Confessions by Anastasia. I do like probably a podcast by Shannon Ford, but she's on a hiatus. Sometimes I'll listen to Dear Gabby by Gabby Bernstein, but that's kind of who I'm listening to right now. But anyways, I was listening to a him and her podcast about like things that you could do to make your house a little less toxic, you know, how to kind of switch over to non-toxic swaps, things like that. And I'm like, you know what sounds really good in addition to just like maybe thinking about different things I could do in my household, but like what can I actually do for myself internally? And Clean Simple Eats came to mind. So these are their new green flavors, and I wanted to try this one with you on camera. This is the sweet lemon. I have not yet tried this, and I need scissors. We locked ourselves out of the house today and completely had to take a steel cutter to unlock the door. So I don't know where the scissors are. I just don't know. You never just want to taste powder by itself. But actually it has a green color you're gonna see, so it's not like a yellow. But this is the sweet greens, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Clean Simple Eats. This is just a brand that I've been using for the last couple of months. I know it's super popular online, and honestly, it's for a very good reason. I definitely understand committing to products such as protein or greens powders solely for the benefits, but like, let's just be very honest, like what makes me actually think about taking them and enjoy taking them is the taste. And Clean Simple Eats is by far one of the best protein brands I've ever tried. Truly, like taste-wise, it might actually be the best protein I've ever tasted. They have so many different flavors. It's low in sugar, high in protein, and I mean, I can just drink it with milk, even with water, but it's not something I feel the need that I have to put in a smoothie, and that speaks volumes. I love Clean Simple Eats, but I've never tried their greens before, and they launched this new packet, which it's supposed to help boost immunity, improve gut health, and such, all the great things that greens do for you. I wanted to talk about the flavors, and I wanted to taste test this one. So the Super Greens mix in green apple, I've tried that one. It was really good. It was a little tart. Love that though. I actually think since I have all of these packets still, I kind of want to taste them one by one, and actually I'm gonna write it in my notes what I think about the sweet lemon flavor, because I kind of want to do an entire review. I feel like green powders, as well as just like nutrition products, sometimes can be overhyped or there's mixed reviews on them, and so I thoroughly want to tell you what I think about each flavor. They also have a tropical flavor, peachy greens, and the raspberry lemonade. I did try the raspberry lemonade as well, and it was delicious. I put this with ice, but like I am so thirsty right now and so excited. Oh, and actually I wanted to put a lemon slice in it, but let me do that after. Let me just taste it by itself. So that's really good. Like when I'm making that kind of mouth noise, it's more so to figure out what I'm tasting. Pure lemon, like it literally almost tastes like a greens lemon powder. So actually, let me write this down on my notes. There's a viral TikTok trend going around right now about like what you would find in girls' notes. Actually, that could be a really funny video for YouTube. Let me know if you would want to see that, and I'd be happy to actually do that. I thought that could be actually a fun little like engaging video. But anyways, okay, so this is the sweet lemon. It really doesn't even need the fresh lemon, but I have it and I want to use it up, so I'm gonna add some to it. But let me take another one. So you can, it does have the lemon taste, but you can taste a little bit of a green powder, which is fine. I would have to compare it to the other flavors to see what it rates to on that, but I do taste, it almost tastes like a fresh green juice. And when I think of a fresh green juice, a lot of the times it would have greens such as celery and spinach or whatever, but they usually add lemon to kind of cut the greens taste in half. I would say the sweet lemon flavor is accurate, but when I say sweet, it doesn't taste sugary. What I love about this green powder is it does blend really well. Now let's see what it tastes like with the fresh lemon. I'm so excited I thought about using this. Sometimes with these wellness products, I literally forget about them and I'm like doing the physical activity, but you know, there's so much more supplements and kind of like additives that I could do to just make myself even better. Just gonna swish that up. And yes, I like it with ice. And some greens powders don't dissolve well in cold water, but this dissolved right away. It's honestly so refreshing. So refreshing. This comes in packets of 10, so you could try different flavors, but I'm curious. I really am excited to see what my favorite is and give that in-depth review. But honestly, so far, this is like a win for me, 100%. Like the flavors I've tried, I highly recommend. Camera's kind of crooked, but angles, we're just gonna work with them because it's Mother's Day and I am making a breakfast casserole and we kind of got to get moving because my mom will be here soon. So I have made this, oh, my brother's calling. Let me take this. Hey, Pierce. That was sweet. He was calling me to FaceTime to see what flowers to get my mom. Anyways, this breakfast casserole, I have made it before. Super delicious. It's great to meal prep, and you can literally just throw it in the oven, but it also stays for a while. So I'm gonna start with placing an entire bag of, well, it's like half a bag, but you're supposed to do an entire bag of frozen hash browns, and you're gonna layer the pan with that. Honestly, this kind of feels like a lot. Even the whole, I'm not gonna do the whole bag. I know it's saying, it's calling for that, but sometimes with recipes, you gotta improvise. Next up, we're gonna chop up all this bacon and evenly distribute it in the casserole dish. I will put the recipe down below in the description box, so if you wanna follow it, and I'll also let you know how it turns out, but now we need to crack 8 eggs and we need 2 cups of milk. We're ending off the night with a face mask. I'm doing the Monat Be Purified face mask. This is a cooling charcoal mask, and I feel like it really helps just like detoxify my pores and just overall make my skin appear brighter. And I'm having it with a yogi tea. This is the elderberry lemon balm tea. And this is how I'm ending my evening. So we had a wonderful Mother's Day at Drive Shack. That's where we took my mom, and she had an amazing little brunch beforehand. I put together that casserole that you guys saw the clip of, and we had mimosas and some bagels with lox. So it was really nice. And then we did have some food at Drive Shack as well. We had the buffalo wings and the nachos, delicious, and a couple cocktails and beers, and it was such a nice day. So I wanted to end the vlog here. I really hope you've enjoyed this little, like, what I eat in the last couple of days, what I eat, you know, what I eat this weekend type of vlog. However you want to classify it. It's a lot of food. I did eat out a couple times this week, but my goal this week is to get back into grocery shopping and make some meals from home. So I'm going to be pinning a couple of recipes tonight. And as always, make sure you follow my social medias, the accounts in the description bar. I post so many different things now on TikTok, and I am on Pinterest as best as I can be. So connect with me there. And yes, this is the end of my Sunday, and I hope you guys have a great start to your week.